It's the best day ever. So was yesterday, and so is tomorrow, and every day from now until forever. That's Barbie. That's a quote from Barbie. This week I saw the Barbie movie with several members of our tribe, our spiritual community. They said, we're going to go see Barbie. Would you like to go see Barbie with us? And I thought, well, sure, I'll go see Barbie. So we went to see Barbie. Took pictures in the box. We voluntarily got in the box and took pictures. And then someone asked me, what was your favorite part? What was my favorite part? My favorite part was the vibrant, lively discussion of the spiritual aspects of the Barbie movie over ice cream with these intelligent, awakened, and enlightened souls. That was my favorite part, that it sparked the conversation. I know y'all know I love to find the practical application of spiritual principles, and I often share wisdom found in books and movies, and yes, children's movies. From Master Oogway and Kung Fu Panda, who taught us that yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift, and that's why it's called the present. To Moana on her journey to replace the heart of Tafiki and change the angry goddess into the green, beautiful goddess. And then wisdom from Ernest Holmes, Myrtle Fillmore, Eckhart Tolle, and Scripture. I love to find and share authentic and practical spirituality in everyday life rather than spurious spiritual ego. We don't do that here. I'm loving the discussion around the Barbie movie and the spiritual relevance of Barbie land and the real world. I won't give away any spoilers, I promise. But I think it is just fabulous that people that would not normally talk about or dive into the subject of spirituality are opening their minds and changing their mindset talking about this Barbie movie. I love that. And you'll find that many are jumping into the plastic waves with Ken and Barbie. In the movie, if you saw that, you know what that reference is. Reverend Sandy Eastwood, she works up at Unity Village. She's a Unity minister, and she offers her thoughts on spiritual self-discovery lessons we can take from Barbie. And you can find those thoughts from her on unity.org. Just put up in the search the keyword Barbie, and it'll pop up as the first thing that you get. Many and more are found on YouTube. There are so many, from laypersons and ministers alike, diving into what Barbie means to the world and what this spiritual odyssey that Barbie took, much like the Wizard of Oz, was truly all about. And some people disagree. But what I love most about the conversation, changing mindsets. A disclaimer, I'm not saying I agree with any one over the other or that I agree with any of them at all. I do believe that they can expand the mindset and spark a new thought conversation, and that I love. Retrain your mind. That's how we change our mindset, retraining our mind. Your mindset is your operating system. That's a thought, isn't it? What is your human operating system? I know your computer is either iOS, it's either a Mac, or it's a PC. And your phone is either Android or iOS. But what's your operating system? Many people live with an operating system of FEAR. That false evidence appearing real. The most common fears found in the human condition are fear of failure, fear of success, fear of judgment, and fear that I'm just not enough. And the fear of heights and the fear of falling, well, that's innate in many of us. Are you fearful, vengeful, negative, always explaining and complaining? Maybe you need some work on your operating system. Maybe a new mindset will bring new results. For your operating system is the connection between your mind, your body, and your spirit. And we just hosted the Mind, Body, Spirit Expo here, and we do that quarterly to help you upgrade, update, or fine-tune your operating system. Your human operating system is also your connection to the community, and then your connection between you and the greater world. Just as Reverend Ron said, we are all one tribe. We are all one love. We are all connected by this condition we call humanity. And have you ever had a computer that had a corrupted operating system? Oh, yeah. Things just don't work correctly. The different programs don't interface any longer. You open one up and your computer locks up. You know you're in trouble then. Everything is disjointed. It begins to stall and the blue screen comes up and you have to restart and pray it's going to come back up. And then eventually it crashes. You know, back in the old days, we used to have to defrag it. Y'all remember doing that? Defragging your computer. I don't know. Does anybody do that anymore? I don't, but I don't know if other people do. Maybe I just stopped it and it's still a thing. But you defrag it and you can watch the little bits of information all getting sorted back where they belong. Getting sorted back. Well, that's our mindset. Our mindset is how we defrag. It's how we defrag our program. Maybe that program that we have from life experiences, or maybe from our belief system, or maybe from our parents' or our grandparents' belief system. We can defrag that. We can take the information and move it around and balance it out. Or maybe we just need an upgrade and an update of the whole operating system. It's your opportunity to get rid of the glitches, the fears, and the limiting beliefs. A new update can fix the bugs, make everything run smoothly. Have you ever downloaded an app and then all of a sudden they say, update, the update's going to fix the bugs. You weren't really aware there were any bugs in the first place, but you're going to fix the bugs. By nurturing a beginner's mind, you can easily change your mindset. Opening your mind and opening your imagination to new possibilities, seeing the world in a completely different way. Move forward by setting your mind on those infinite possibilities and those endless opportunities. You know, I've found through my life that one of my greatest assets is my beginner's mind. It's that I can look at something with complete childlike wonder and learn like I never knew anything about it. And I believe you can find that as well when you approach things with that beginner's mind. I'm always eager to learn new concepts, to learn new and exciting things, staying humble in knowing and acknowledging that I don't know it all, and that there is always something new to learn. Be a student of life and learn from everything that strikes the fire of passion within you. Adjusting your mindset and choosing to set your mind, choosing to change your operating system, to update it with an open mind, you'll find that those old glitchy programs can be switched off. Those old limiting beliefs can be erased. And you'll see a glimpse of what it's like to use other programs with new thoughts and new ideas. You'll gain different insights about your spirituality, and you'll be inspired to enrich your new operating system, to find a new mindset and get new results. New results that connect you with the divine ultimate reality and to enrich your life and faith from the connection. To connect with your body and to nurture your body in a healthy and meaningful way. A new mindset to connect with your family, with your community, and with people in the greater society, to nurture authentic relationships with them. To connect with all the beings in the world and with the world of nature in harmony and balance with our true and authentic nature. To transcend conventions and to love all humanity in agape love, that unconditional love, starting with those who are excluded, oppressed, or discarded by society, creating a true tribe and human community. And I love that so much, being part of this community in our Neighbor to Neighbor campaign. That's what it's all about. Bringing in those people that have been discarded or oppressed or marginalized and letting them know they are as much a part of the community as anyone else, neighbor to neighbor. Going out into the community, seeking them out to let them know they are loved, they are appreciated, and they are part of this community. Our doors are always open and our arms are wide open, and all they need to do is walk in. And if they don't walk in, we're going to come out and look for you. If you don't walk in, we're going to come look for you. We're going to give you a backpack full of essentials and niceties. And we're going to bring food to the food pantry so that you and your children can have food. We're going to put up an angel tree at Christmas time. And we are going to buy gifts that are needed, like clothes and shoes. But then we're also going to answer the call of your wish list. I know a couple here that are in this community that took a whole family last year, a mother and 3 or 4 children. And every one of the children, once they opened up the children's wish list, every one of the children wanted a bicycle. And they fulfilled that wish, that dream. We have an amazing community. And that Neighbor to Neighbor campaign, I tell you what, it's something to shout about. And we were featured in the Gulfport Living magazine this month as the Gulfport Cares charity. It's a brand new page they're doing, and we were the very first charity featured with our Neighbor to Neighbor campaign because they also believe in what we're doing. And we've put it out as a press release, so we're going to start seeing some moving and shaking going on about our Neighbor to Neighbor campaign. It's what our Step Inside the Box gala benefit is all about in the fall. Raising money to support this community and to support so that we can do more in our Neighbor to Neighbor campaign. We're adding on education and awareness for human trafficking. And that's a daunting task. And we are embracing it and taking it on, because there is such a great need. But we can be the highest and truest expression of ourself as a human being, of a being, a vibrational being, a spiritual being living a physical life. Every single thing you call into your life is there to help you, there to lift you up, even if you doubt that. I know some of you are saying, Reverend Kimberley, no, I didn't call that in. No, the people of Maui didn't call that fire in. No. But even if you doubt it, everything that has happened to you is to make you better, to help you rise. Every single thing. The good, the bad, the ugly, the easy, and the challenging. Eckhart Tolle is one of my favorite New Thought teachers. I had a healing arts center in Tennessee. Paula and I created this metaphysical wonder, and it was called the New Earth Center for Eckhart Tolle's work. He teaches us that every challenge takes you a little deeper and awakens you again and again. Without the challenges, you probably would go back to sleep. The challenges keep you awake. So that's a shift in the mindset, to look at that challenge as a positive. That, yeah, it might be a challenge to get through, but it's keeping me awake. It's making me call on my spiritual and vibrational being to step forward. And when you have a challenging situation in your life, be grateful for the opportunity to go deeper. Thankful for the ability to stay awake and learn. Because I can attest that every challenge I've ever gone through in my life, when I was going through it, I didn't necessarily thank God. And I didn't necessarily think it was a good thing. But then 6 months down the year, 2 years down the road, I realized, there was a reason. That happened to me because I needed to learn something, or that happened to me to keep me out of harm's way from something that I thought I needed or wanted. But that happened for a reason, and that reason was for my good. Carl Jung also taught us about our shadow self, the work we do to heal through our dark night of the soul. My dear friend Naila shared some wisdom on her Facebook page the other day. And if you don't follow her, I'm saying you should, because she shares those little nuggets of wisdom every day. And she shared this: don't ever think I haven't paid my due because you haven't seen my receipts. Yeah. Don't judge me and think I've not paid my due because you've not seen my receipts. Maybe I keep my receipts well tucked away where nobody sees them. We all have a journey through our unconscious shadow work. Please don't presume and judge someone because their integration of the shadow is not the same as your experience. That, my friend, that's your spiritual ego showing. When your spiritual ego is showing, they've not worked with their shadow self. They've not done the work because they don't appear the way you think they should. You let them walk their road. You let them walk their truth. You let their shadow be their shadow. And maybe some people can integrate that shadow in a way that nobody's ever aware of it. And maybe some people wear that shadow right out like it's tacked to their feet, and proud of it. Different people, different work. Don't judge that someone has not done shadow work because they don't appear the way you think they ought to. Because that is all just spiritual ego. And your number one job is to see that. Your number one job is to see that. And just maybe it's going to take a mindset change, an update to your operating system. Plug in and connect, because before we can update, we have to plug in that charger and we have to be on the Wi-Fi network. So plug in, connect to source, and put your mind into some meditation and download that update. Embrace the change needed in your mindset. See that everything that happens is for your good. I asked you earlier, are you fearful? Are you vengeful? Are you negative most of the time? Are you always explaining and complaining? Do you really want that for you? Is that the life you want for yourself? Always complaining, being negative, being vengeful, being fearful? I'm going to say I don't want that for me. Oh, my beloved. Heaven is everywhere. Heaven is everywhere. Grab it. Accept it. Every day you have the choice to retrain your mind to be what you want, to live the life you want, to live in your heaven on earth. You can embrace the change of mindset, update your operating system, be a joyful, happy, positive, complimentary, and passionate person. It's your choice. Be full of yourself. Be full of yourself. I know some of you just gasped. Some of you laughed. And some of you went, what? Because I think when most people use that phrase, they don't mean it as a compliment. Did you see her? She's so full of herself. Did you see? She is so full of herself. She thinks she is God's gift. They don't intend it to be a compliment. Full of yourself. Full of yourself. I'm changing my mindset around that right now. I want you to be full of yourself. I want you to fill yourself up with that divine source energy. Fill up with the love. Fill up with the joy, the happiness, the self-confidence, the self-love. Fill yourself until your vessel runneth over. Then when someone says, did you see her? She's so full of herself. Your new mindset answer is, I hope so. I intend it to be so. I am God's gift to myself and the world. And in Psalms 23, it says, thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Let your cup runneth over. Let them see how full of source you are. Let your cup runneth over. Because you know it's those enemies that are judging, that are bringing in the spiritual ego. You let them see how full of source you are. That your cup runneth over. Match yourself to source energy. Match to the frequency and to the vibration of God, and lack will fade away from your life. You will shine. All in the yellow, you will shine. We shine when we are matching our vibration, our frequency. When we match our frequency with source, we shine. Aligning with Christ within. The more brightly we shine, the more we radiate. Radiate out the nature of the Christ consciousness to the world. Whew! Yeah. And then the more we become like the nature boy. Whew! Don't be shy. Okay, so who's from the South and who knows that reference I just did? Yep. So I'm just going to leave that right there. I'm going to leave that right there with you. And if you don't know, you can ask somebody who's smiling. Whew. Yeah. Don't be shy. Don't hide your light under a bushel. Many of us sang as children, this little light of mine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. No hiding it under a basket. No. We used to do that in the front of the church. No. I'm going to let it shine. Don't hide it under a basket. No, I'm going to let it shine. Yeah. Feel that God source within you. When you feel that, there is no hiding, no holding back. The joy just bubbles over. You can't hold it back. It's being all you can be, minding your mind, training your mind to show up and show out. Set your mind to it. What is that for you? Setting your mind to it. What are you setting your mind to? You know, my mom and dad always told me, you can do anything you set your mind to, Kimberley. And when I was featured in a 40 Under 40 cover story as a woman business owner in a male-dominated industry, the journalist interviewing me asked me, why did you choose to work in a wholly male-dominated field? What made you think you could do it? I told him. I said, my dad told me I could do anything I set my mind to, and I believed him. I tell you that story not to impress you, but to impress upon you that it is always your own choice to believe in yourself. It is always your own choice to set your mindset. Don't let anyone else have the control over that. And if you don't have someone in your life that's telling you that you can be anything, you can do anything, let me be that person for you. Because I will. Because I know you can do anything you set your mind to. You can be whatever you want to be. You just need to shift your mindset and set your mind. A new mindset to equip each of you with the skills and the confidence to fulfill your dreams and your ambitions. I'm sure each of you has something within you, an unacknowledged greatness, a talent that deserves to be recognized. Confidence to believe in your ideas and the strength to step boldly forward into a world co-created with infinite possibilities. Don't let a limited mindset keep you from the life you are created to live. Our Creator is mighty, mighty, and each and every one of you is created unique and individual and wonderfully made. You are greatness personified. Teach, learn, always and in all ways. Teach, learn, serve, be of service, and be a blessing. Choose the path to your own greatness. It's your choice. It's your mind. Set it. Martin Luther King Jr. said, everybody can be great because anybody can serve. And it's in the service that we become great. If you teach, you have to live your teaching. Living in authenticity, walking your talk, practicing what you preach. I'm doing my best to live what I teach, to practice what I preach, to walk my talk. I'm doing my best to live in a mindset that enriches me and does not diminish me. In my own spiritual practice, I have a few morning affirmations I love to use. I'm going to share one of them with you. I give thanks and full appreciation that I am awake, aware, and alive. I surrender my life to the presence that is never absent and invite the strength and courage to joyfully do what is mine to do today. Learn every day with that beginner's mind. Approach every task you have to do joyfully, with strength and courage, knowing that that presence, that one presence and that one power is never absent. If you are learning without applying it, though, then that's wasted energy. Practical application of spiritual principles. It's our mission statement. here at Unity of Gulfport, the New Thought community of Gulfport. It's what we're here for, to be a teaching ministry, to inspire and support a spiritual path for positive living through practical application of spiritual principles. That is our mission statement. Through your mindset, you have the absolute power. Set your mind, train your mind, focus your mind. That's what your mindset is. Your mindset is what your mind is focused on. Because what your mind is focused on is what you will attract to your life. It's what you will manifest in your life. That's a lot of power. And absolute power to give over. Don't. You said it. It's your mindset. Don't give it over. Don't give it over to those limiting beliefs, to those belief system of your parents or your grandparents. Don't give it over. It's yours. What will you set your mind to? Your mindset brings you the kind of protection that bodyguards can't give you. It's your life. Live a life in a way that you will not regret. This is your life. It's the only one you have this time around. It's your life. It's your world. You make it your own by your choices and your mindset. You decide what kind of life you will have. You decide what heaven on earth looks like. So pick up your mindset like a sword or a book. Battle timidity, uselessness, and self-doubt. Do battle with them. Try it. See for yourself. Make it a better world. Set your mind to it with a new mindset, and you will have new results. And so it is. And so it is. Yes.